We're planning a boat trip, and I'm going to start by clicking New Wave here, and then I'll type my title in the first line.
Watch your spelling, Lars. There's a lot of people.
There is a lot of people. They can't see what I'm typing anyway. Are you ready for the boat trip? Hey, Steph. Since you don't want to watch me type for an hour, we put canned messages in there. We'll try hard to pull them out before we launch. I click Done. It asks me for more users. I'll add Stephanie. And since she is offline, I'm going to go stare at a blank page.
So I will open Wave. And you'll see in my search panel, the middle panel, there'll be an unread message from Lars. He's asking me if I want to go shopping before this boat trip, so I'll do something very email-like, which is hit reply and say, I love shopping.
I wrote the script.
I need new fins. Let's go. The first benefit I want to show you of this being a hosted conversation is it's easier to keep track of structure. If this was email and I wanted to reply to the middle part of Lars's message where he asked which bus to take, I would hit reply, the email client would copy the message, and I'd hand edit in the response. Because this is a hosted conversation and it lives in one place, I can just instruct the server to split the message apart and say, you never wake up early, which is true. Let's take the late bus. Okay, Lars isn't online. I'm going to close this wave.
So a little bit later, I come back online, and you'll see, for starters, that that wave is now bold to show me there's new material in it. When I open it up, Stephanie's first message gets the highlight, and I can navigate the conversation with my keyboard and, of course, continue her thread here. You know me too well, like that. And that's how plain vanilla email-type conversations work in Wave. Next thing we want to show you is how easy it is to add a new person to an ongoing conversation. Can I just introduce my brother Jens, by the way? Give him a hand, please. In the Wave model, all you have to do is make Jens a participant in the Wave like that. And now I'll switch over to Firefox here, where Jens is already signed in.
So now that I'm on the Wave, I'm going to open it. And of course, everything is going to be marked as unread for me. But because I was added late, I didn't get to see Lars's message in one piece. And by the time I'm added, they could be arbitrarily far apart. So we added a feature called playback. So I get to see Lars's original message. Lars asks Stephanie. Stephanie replies. Stephanie does an inline reply. And so on and so on.
Thank you.
So playback turns out to be a really useful feature, particularly when a wave starts picking up more structure. And we'll show you more of that later. But now that I've caught up on this wave, I'm going to add my reply. Me too, don't forget your keys. And then I'll hand it back to Lars.
Thank you. So that's how easy it is to add a new person to an ongoing conversation. You'll see here that it's a rich text document. It's got headlines, it's got bullet points, it's got illustrations, different types of fonts, and then it's interrupted by these little snippets of conversation that help facilitate the collaboration. And as always, the best way to see how this happened is to play back the wave. And you'll see Steven, our trusted server guy, started out with a terse draft. He added the rest of the team. Lars, the manager, says, please do more work. Steven grudgingly adds another paragraph. He says, yeah, whatever. Then Stephanie, the PM, makes an edit here. She adds a comment there, starts a discussion there, and so on. I can use this slider here to drag to anywhere in the history of the wave. And we're planning a bunch of power tools that come with playback. For example, I might ask it only to play back Stephanie's contributions. I might ask it to only play back a single message or even a single paragraph inside a message. We're definitely going to let you take one change in the history and revert it at the end of the history. Maybe name a version so that you can find it again and so on. Playback is going to be a really powerful tool for investigating and manipulating the entire history of a wave. Stephanie's favorite topic. She wants to go on vacation in Bora Bora. She's asking me for recommendations. I highlight the term Bora Bora here, and then I click this button that's provided by an extension that you guys could have written that inserts a map to Bora Bora. Thank you.
Now, the important thing is my hands are off of my computer, but my screen is still on the right.
And now I click the satellite button, and it changes on both screens. And I go zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Thank you. And now, Stephanie loves swimming with sharks. I happen to know that the lemon sharks hang over here. And you can see as I put that marker on, it shows up live over on Stephanie's screen. Now my hands are off.
And I'll pick up the polygon tool and I'll tell Lars, actually, I want to stay in this area.
And you see that showing up on my screen too. And so again, all you guys have to do with your gadgets is to store updates to the state in the local XML, and then we transmit on the wire, and then the other instance of your gadget just updates its state when it gets notified of that change.